Yes, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our today's training. So our solution today is hotel solutions, and so I'm going to cover some bits of regarding things like promotion products. The general overview of hotel solutions, and also CCTV solution. So apart from that CCTV solution, then we do display and control. So for those of us maybe who have been joining our trainings, we have done before display and control. So today is more of a repetition on that, implementing those small modules into the overall hotel solution. I'll begin with CCTV solution, then we do the general solution for control and others. So for CCTV, basically, for hotel solution, basically you would do things like maybe CCTV, a bit of alarms, and maybe access control. So I think we'll cover some aspect regarding that. But first, we begin with CCTV solution. So basically, for surveillance side. So our solution aims to address issues like cases where accidents have happened, problems like customer complaints. There's also things like to have those full-time recordings, do things like management purposes, and avoid things like patrol, and also a unified system for remote management. So for the case where you are going to do multiple or maybe a chain of hotels, chain for businesses, such kind of solution aims to achieve that. So by the solution overview, we're going to talk about some of the areas that need to be covered, things like surveillance in the corridor side, stair side, the outdoor part, cafeteria, CCTV room, and the elevators, lobby, and the reception side. So the various aspects of a hotel solution. So our solution architecture is more of having a variety of products, a variety of CCTV products, including of different kinds of models for cameras, and so generally for cameras. So we have cameras specified for reception that are well recommended for reception. We have others good for the lobby side. We have other cameras that are work very well at the corridors, the elevators, and outdoor side, even the stairs. So with the CCTV solution, the management platform is the DMSS and DSS Express, and even for the access control. So DSS Express is, we talked about DSS Express, I think last week, I'm not wrong. So for those of us maybe who attended our software training last week, we did DSS Express. And tomorrow we're going to do another version of software that we have. So the value of the solution we provide gives into things like real-time monitoring and do handling of those such as conflict issues. So some of the models are supported. So basically, if you're going to do project-based products, we highly recommend you to go with our Series 5 cameras. So we recommend most of our Series 5 cameras for project cases. So for SMB projects, we would wish you to be going with our Series 5 camera. So Series 5 camera means that you have, in the naming of our camera or camera model, so you can see here we have HDW, then the number immediately after the letters is now the series of the camera. So advise you guys go with the Series 5 cameras for project cases. So most of these cameras you'll see here are Series 5, except for special series kind of products. I'm not going to detail because the cameras recommended for this side are more of how the cameras appears and how the camera can be able to view. So like for this case, you see this special series camera, this panoramic camera, this PSD W56 something. So the camera if you purchase this camera, it equates to having three DOMS cameras and one PTZ camera. So instead of purchasing all these 4 cameras, you only have 1 camera, and you get to do large monitoring for one case for a region. So for the public areas, including the corridors, so we have the dual lens cameras. So the dual lens cameras is a 1 camera with 1 IP. Advantage is that with that camera, you're able to do monitoring for two sides. Like let's say you're going to do monitoring for the corridor side, you'll be able to monitor the coming and going case. So this camera here. So a 2 megapixels camera is easy installation. So for such case, for the elevator side, we do solution for the same. So in the elevator, you would have this special kind of mobile camera, which can withstand things like vibration, things like, so it's tailor-made for elevator and even electrical interference. So for the elevator side, you'll need this camera, these 2 wireless devices. So one of the, if you, this model here, PFM 885, it's a wireless device that comes packed as 2 in 1 box. So that is one, you place it at the top of the elevator car, and the other one at the slab in the machine room. For the outdoor side, now you can go with either 3 series or 4 or 5 series. So either way, still will do the task. We have the 3 series for the stairs case now, so that for these models. Maybe also to mention for the control room. So for the control room, you'd have our DSS Express. So DSS Express is a light version of the DSS software. That is, you get one management platform that can be able to do integration of access control products, CCTV products into one. So you can be managing the AA site or 12D, either locally or remote via P2P. And also the advantage, I think we talked in our last training about this software, is that you can, there's that aspect of free channels that you're given from us. So we can do even 64 access control devices and 64 cameras for free. So for the product selection, I think, so apart from the wireless device, I think the other just CCTV. So basically more of CCTV products. So I'll go into another aspect of hotel solution that we provide as a company. So I think this one is a more comprehensive format. So some of the things that might be repeated in this same document here. Okay. So this, apart from maybe the general surveillance that you're going to do for as a hotel solution, apart from CCTV, we'll talk about more of intelligent part, where you're going to do more of advanced, let's say it's something like an advanced intelligence side in the hotel surveillance. So we'll talk about things like security. How can you improve experiences for users that come into your hotels? How can you improve the efficiency of the workers in the workplace? So and also we talk about things about like digital operation. That is, you want to do things like advertisement, maybe get more of not only the building, but get more of and take advantage of your customers coming into the site. So for the application case scenario, we'll talk about things like a public facility, that is things like boardrooms, because I understand most the high-end hotels have boardrooms and maybe a large rooms. We also talk about the control centers. We talk about the maybe handling, how do you handle the parking side? How can you be able to manage the parking area, public area very good, the lobby side, and etc. Some other side. So the solution, the solution that we have. So for the case, maybe you're going to hotels that have high-end clients, or maybe clients from overseas, you should be able to do advanced intelligence in terms of identifying people, how to identify things like, so generally doing behavior analysis of the personnel coming into the hotel site. So for the scenario, I think we've talked about these corridor cameras. We talked about the elevator, the panoramic model series, the fisheye, dome side, and talk about the kitchen side. So you can see we have these cameras that can be able to generate alarms. So, but our focus I think there are even newer models that do. We have the active deterrent series progress of camera that can be able to have alarm sounds and the warning lights. So for the security inspection, so as I said before, this one is more of the high-end case hotel. So for the security inspection case, that is on the time of receiving your clients to the hotel, we do provide solution for things like luggage inspection. So we have our X-ray system can be able to do things like identifying between organic and inorganic products, including objects like knives, guns, sprinklers, and lights, to a point where you don't need the inspection system itself will be able to tell you this one is a knife, so no, and can raise alarm based on the same. So automatically know it's a knife and create an alarm, not just scanning the products. So it's like an intelligent baggage scanner. So apart from that, we do things like temperature monitoring. So it's not always good sometimes to point the temperature gauge at faces of someone. We can have it automatically with our metal detector, walk-through metal detector. And this walk-through metal detector, I think we also we have quite a number of clients having it locally. So apart from doing just temperature, it can still do counting of people. And for the detection side, it can support zones even up to 18 zones. So for those of us maybe understand the metal detector. So 18 zones, dividing the detectors into various zones. So for easy identification of where exactly is a metal object. So maybe it's in the feet, maybe it's on the waist, the shoulder, etc. Apart from that, we do things like creating that touchless exit and entry and exit. So basically, our hotel solution is picked from our products that we provide. I think we talked earlier this week, we talked about the entrance and exit. So we cover things like plate recognition. We talked about issues like help button. So from the entrance side, we do provide the barriers. We have the number plate recognition cameras, and we have these screens that will display the number plate side. Apart from that, we also have this intercom that will be used for helping. That is, if you press the button, call the management center or maybe the security center for assistance. So from the parking side of the surveillance, so we have cameras that can do outdoor parking. So those of us maybe who have attended the previous training on a parking solution. So we talked about smart parking. We talked about this kind of series of cameras that can do outdoor parking. So for this kind of cameras, you can do even installation of heights of 30 meters, and you can still have parking management for various large site, wide area. And if that's not enough, So apart from camera, you can implement the camera with IVSS. And from the parking management platform, you can also implement things like road guidance. That is, for the case where the hotel is a very big hotel. So you want to be telling people, if you want to park, go head this way, then follow this road, etc. So we provide that kind of product solution on the same regarding the parking side of the hotel. Something else to mention regarding the hotel solution that we do, and this thing, there's the issue about the VIP. So you have that special customer that you feel like they need the utmost attention, or maybe to be taken care of very well. So we have a solution of creating that VIP recognition side of the hotel. So, and the advantage of our solutions is that as much we understand there's the issue of budget. So maybe you feel like you have something that you need only to handle in this kind of solution, that is, maybe you don't need everything in that solution. You can take bits and bits of a solution on the same. So it's important that you just understand you provide this kind of solution, and it's upon a new side member to decide which side to go with. So we also have the VIP recognition case. We also have the queue management. So we've covered about this feature some time back, and so our feature is a very powerful camera. So in terms of analytics, it's a very powerful camera. Maybe for those of us who just install it for surveillance, it can do good analytics in terms of customer queue management. So not only just counting the number of people in a queue, but also to be able to identify. Let's say you have multiple reception side. You feel like customers are spending more time in a certain queue. You can have alarms on the same and be able to respond in timely regarding that. So also advantage, you can it can inform the manager that you're having quite a number of people, and you can open another reception side or counter. So there's the aspect of where you feel like you want to do more of easier management of the facility. That is, from the time the customers check in, maybe did a payment on their services that you're going to achieve in the hotel. You want to give them a card or maybe something to be able to access now the public facilities. Not every time just calling someone. So you can have access control in public facilities, and from the onset where you have allowed someone or give them the key card for the hotel, they can access those facilities. So we do provide such kind of solution where you can, from the time they access everything, they can be granted automatically access to other facilities based on what they paid for, based on what the package they have subscribed for. So for this case, you can have this customer being checked in and maybe given permission to elevator, cafeteria, and facility, like in terms of gym. All these facilities have access control, so the customer can still use the cards that have been given. There's the digital operation side for the hotel case. So these are just modules for the hotel. So you can decide whether to go with digital, whether to go with queue management. You decide to go with management of facility, VIP recognition side. So you can take this small service and implement it by one, or maybe all of them at once. So we have the digital operation side in terms of doing flow analysis and be able to, so you want to do accountability of your hotels, like you want to know how many people came in, how many have stayed per day. So such kind of information for statistics and analysis is very important, because from that you will be able to know how many customers are coming and how many are staying, or maybe the transition between customer visiting and being able to stay in that particular hotel, taking the service. So people counting is a very good good analytics. So depending on how you want to apply it, maybe if you want to do investigation, maybe follow up on why your hotel is performing very, very bad, you can do analytics with the camera and use those values for your advantage. Maybe something else to mention in terms of hotels. So we also provide the solution regarding you want to be able to advertise, maybe release information to users or maybe your visitors. So we have the one key management platform. So we have this MPS platform software, and we have the advertisement screens or maybe advertisement products. So by design, we have different designs. We have outdoor LEDs, we have indoor LEDs. So already covered, I think I talked about the advertisement products before, for those of us who have been joining the trainings. So if you understand the advertisement products, you can implement such kind of products in the hotel to do things like advertisement or maybe release of information. So you can save much more on things like, instead of printing materials, just publish the information in the screens. Also, you can use it for marketing purposes and improve experiences for your customer. So from the hotel side, apart from now the advertisement, so you can see you can be taking these small modules and apply it in various hotels. You can decide to pick people counting, advertisement, maybe solution. So you also have the employee management for the hotel solution. So employee management means you want to be able to manage your employees effectively, maybe do things like ensure they report timely to work. You want to be able to do things like shift management. So our attendance time solution provides such kind of dynamic time attendance parameters. So you can configure various shifts. You can get the reports on the same for processing of payrolls and salaries, etc. And also apart from access side. So maybe something else to mention, we also provide start styles. So for this access control side, so we have turn styles for the same. And for access control, we have different varieties, including ones with face recognition, fingerprint. We don't have the iris and the palm yet. Maybe something else to mention that is key to this hotel. There is the aspect of open API for easy integration. So if you're a developer or maybe integrator with a company that do software, you can do integration from our side with access control systems. So the overall topology for the hotel solution is this one. I think you can take you can have a screenshot on your phone so that you can keep it. So maybe it's a very large side, encompassing things like temperature monitoring. We have the entrance and exit with number plate recognition. We have products like CCTV and other advertisement products and access control. For the lobby side, we do things like CCTV and signature products. In the elevator, we can do elevator control. So you can only allow people who have cards to be able to use the elevator using the verification like fingerprints and face. In cafeteria, you can have advertisement products. At the same time, you can have CCTV for surveillance. Maybe in public areas, you can implement technologies like PTZ, panoramic cameras for wide viewing and wide angle views. So some of the success cases that we have done with our hotel solution include the following. So we have the Landmark Amman Hotel. So for the Landmark Amman Hotel, the solution encompassed things like CCTV side. So it's more of CCTV, and now the storage. So sometimes the clients require a backup storage of even up to 1 year. So we provide the solution in the same regarding that. So other success cases include the Atlantis Hotel in Jumeirah. We have the Hilton Hotel, Doubletree, City Park. So I think some of the biggest hotels have done solution on the same regarding our Dahua hotel solution. So I don't know, is there any question? regarding that. So majority of our trainings will be more of, if we do things like we're talking about hotel solution, it's more of awareness on your side as the integrator or maybe distributor, or even as the end user. So our training is more of awareness for you regarding the solution that we have and pre-sales. So unless mentioned exclusively technical, so I think unless it's technical, we can, I'll arrange on the same if it's a technical training. So I don't know if there's any question, or maybe you feel like you want the solution regarding specified side or general side, you can feel free to contact me anytime. We'll ensure that we have someone from our sales team who will help you regarding the same. So for these documents, so regarding the documents, some of the most of the documents that I'll be using for presentations are limited to the domain network. That is, it's only for our local employees. So you cannot get the files. However, all the trainings that I'm doing, I'm posting them on YouTube. You can take a reference later, maybe even take screenshots or something like that. But every training that I'm doing, I'm taking recording, and they are available online. So if you want our solutions, you can go to our website, the one that you can be able to use or access from your site. You can go to our website, then go to solutions by industry. You can decide to go by industry or by scenario or even by application. For the case, maybe we talked about hotels today. So you can go by scenario, that is hotel on the bottom side. So the document might be limited, but it's still something. So after that, you can go to, you learn more. Then you'll be able to have the overview, the details, the reception. So I hope you get it. So for YouTube link, I'll share. I think I'll share the files in the link in the group, or maybe let me just share it with you now. So I don't know if there's any other question, because I think I'm done regarding on our side. So it's now upon you to go and look for customers, look for those projects, and we'll help you, we'll support you in any way regarding quotations, maybe presentation. You feel like you want us to go with you to the site, you can still do that. So we can do a presentation for you. And you don't have to worry whether we're going to take the customer from you. We won't. So we can help you just to get to that customer and be able to access that project. So that's the link, YouTube link. So if there's no question, we're going to end our meeting, our training for hotel solution today. And regarding our trainings, so tomorrow we'll be doing training on DSS Pro. So tomorrow we'll be doing training on DSS Pro. That is the so we've been talking about DSS Pro in quite some instances, like parking solution. We're talking about DSS Pro. So you'll get to know DSS Pro, maybe what can it be able to do. So it's a very good software, and actually it's our key software at the moment. So we'll talk about DSS Pro version 8. I'll be talking about version 8 tomorrow. Okay, so if there's no question or maybe no other concern, maybe we can ProRisk. Okay, thank you, ProRisk. Will you provide certificates? Certificates, register if you want to get the certificates and study for maybe the certification. You go to Dahua Security. So go to our website, and so you go to support side, you go to training. So go to training, then go to online classes, then you do sign up. Once you have signed up, so ensure you maybe register as a personal. So any of this, let's go with any of these. Then once you have signed up, ensure you fill your company information. Contact me, I'll be able to approve you for you to be able to access the files. So if there's no other question, I think we'll end our training for today. We meet tomorrow for DSS training. And so for any technical sales side, you can attend the training because it's more of understanding the DSS, the capability. Maybe it's a solution that you've been looking for and you have not found it. So DSS might be a good solution on your side. So for the case, maybe I'll just use an example. Your company is doing time attendance for a third-party company, maybe HR management for some companies, maybe some companies. You can see how the DSS can help you achieve that, how you can be able to do such kind of solution with the DSS side. So if there's no question, we can end our training for today. So we meet tomorrow. Thank you all for joining. And when you're joining the training, kindly join with your company name and your name. So ensure you type in your company name first, then your name, following the company name. So you can have a good day. And so the last thing, so for those of us maybe want our alarm products. So our alarm products are available locally here in Kenya. And I think if you are in other countries, you can still be able to access by shipping, or it can be shipped to your country. So we have our alarm products at the moment are released and they're available. So just a reminder on the same. So you can have a good day. Thank you for joining. We meet tomorrow.